Tonight on the Joy Behar show, she had Dr. Phil. You know, I don't know what you think about Dr. Phil, but I don't even listen to his programs because, as far as I can see, he's just about ratings. He isn't no serious psychologist, in my opinion. He's just a real joke. And yes, he has some credibility. He's a celebrity and so on. He can get things done. But as far as being effective, I think he's just a wimp's maker. Now he's dealing with domestic violence and this gay guy that committed suicide, and he just comes up with some pleasing platitudes, some pious pronouncements, and also some political correct statements. You know, he won't come out and say serious stuff. As a matter of fact, you might never know because he went to school, and I don't know if you know if you remembered anything he studied in school or if he ever studied anything. Just play around and then you do them logical things that you don't have to be based on school studies, and then you do well because you've been practicing the games, and then you move on. But I don't find him a psychologist of depth. Now, domestic violence that he was talking about, I just moved it because I'm making this video, and I hear, you know, I know he's gonna be talking, but he's not gonna get on to. He doesn't understand the real issues. Women are changing their roles. They are challenging men more. Many women are leading off in the fight. Just the other day, a lady saw me down the street, two women, two young girls, they're under 25, and they say, "Hey, you want to make some money? You have good ID?" Well, I know you drift. No, I'm not interested. They want you to take something back to the store and get $1,000 plus for them, and they can give you $20. And then for until the statutes of limitation run, you're potentially criminal and could be arrested for the stuff that they got you doing. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. So I saw them down the road and they're trying to get some of my friends involved in the scam. So I'm telling them, why y'all don't go from here with this thing? Oh, you into my business, you don't even know me. I said, you know, you asked me down the road if I want to make some money and if I had a good idea. You remember that? So she said, you want me to come and kick your ass? I said, shucks, you think you could beat me, huh? But you see, I'm glad I'm not the type of guy that would rush her. Although I might consider myself a bully, I didn't rush her or nothing. I just ignored it because you know what? She's just talking that big. Number one, I'm sure she can't beat me, and number two, the cops are gonna come and arrest me and take me to jail, or she might have to go to the hospital. The ride alone is $1,000 with the ambulance, and plus all the bills I might have to pay because they're gonna lie and say I attacked her. Or she can call her homeboys and then come with some guns and shoot me up. So you just ignore her. A lot of times in a home, nobody wants to step back, and if two people are coming to each other, it's going to lead to violence. Now, if the woman don't want to back up, I will back up. She come to me and tell me, yeah, this. I just say, okay, you know, I'm just going to chill out and say I'm sorry and just let it end, man, because you know it's going to end up. Somebody going to go to jail, somebody go to the hospital, somebody might be dead. And then you talk about the gay guy. Now, all these psychologists and these psychiatrists and other, you know, these mental health people, they feel that they could assist somebody in changing the gender. I mean, isn't this stupid? I mean, what kind of crap is this? What kind of dumb psychologists do we have? How can you take something that's X and make it into Y? You know what I mean? XY from XX or vice versa. How you could do that? And don't mind what you do, you could never make a man a woman, nor a woman a man. I mean, be real, okay? So that this is one stupidness they're doing. So that these people, they're making them so guilty and so fragile and so out of touch with what's going on that, you know, you're just making them victims, as it were. Why don't we encourage people to, man, this thing is so mixed up. But you see, they're not going to go there because it's not politically correct to go there. And they want to sound nice and keep making that money and good ratings, so they're just talking crazy and the society is going down. So that this guy, yes, he outed him, and yes, he publishes private stuff on the internet, but killing himself is beyond the pale. That's over the top, man. You don't have to do that. Somebody do something that you don't like or embarrass you to the hilt, I mean, why you kill yourself? I mean, just ignore him, or just grieve and do whatever you gotta do. The cop's gonna charge him. You could get a civil suit. You could get some money. You know, hey, I mean, people are now accepting. People are not gonna beat you down because you're gay. And if this one guy outed you and you come and you get some money, a lot of people are gonna accept you and you just move on. So I don't know why people are trying to make it like life is supposed to be so nice, like ice cream and cake. You're gonna have some crazy people out there. You have some schoolyard bullies. You have some wimps. You're gonna have everybody out there. And don't try to make everybody the same. We see it's not working in education, where you're dumbing down education so that the dumbest could survive in an education institution, and yet it's gonna put the whole nation at risk. And if you have somebody that has a complex or some behavioral maladjustment, whatever, you're gonna make everybody come to save you all at one, as opposed to letting them deal with his problems and encourage people to be brave and to be strong. Look what's happening in the military. They're committing suicide. So somebody harassing them. I mean, we come to a place where folks can't take on the slightest problems. I mean, I don't, as I said, I don't consider myself a bully necessarily, but I've been in situations where people try to bully me, and I just get by. I fight a lot of them. You build up your reputation and then they leave you alone. I never really attack anybody because I just want to attack them. If a guy does something that, kids are, we fight and we just make up and we just go on. But the courage I have helps me to survive with the things that government is doing to me and others. People call me all kind of names. They tell me how I'm ugly. They tell me how I'm stupid. All I have more education than most of them. They tell me I'm stupid. You think I can go to prove that I'm not stupid? How it might end up in a fight? It's not worth it. And somebody step on your shoes, you want to beat them down. I mean, hospital bills are so expensive. The ambulance ride is so expensive. But we need to know how to deal with situations. And if there's a bully, you just find a way to get along. And if you're a bully, when you meet, you make kind of you're equal. Don't resort to violence. This is what I have a problem with, using guns and weapons. If you want to fight all day long, no problem. We should encourage kids if they want to fight. And I don't like seeing girls fighting on the other hand. But if two guys want to fight, hey, go for it. You have the hospital. If you get hurt, you could go and get fixed up, stitched up or whatever. But no violence, no knives, no weapons, no guns. And if somebody says he surrender, it's over. Now if you don't want to stop, well, this should be all of our business now. We should come in and stop you, okay? But trying to make everybody into wimps, I think it's so disgusting. And these psychologists are not helpful. They are not pioneering and understanding where things are going, because the things that they're defending will destroy this nation and the people, and they're not seeing it. So here we go, Dr. Phil.